Okay, we'll start. Vinayaka namastubhyam satatam modaka priya nirvignam kuru no deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambham karishyamaha siddhir bhavatu no tada gurur brahma gurur vishnu gurur devo maheshwaraha guru sakshat param brahma tasmai shri gurave namaha. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varaname Apadama Pahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Rama Bhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sītāya Pataye Namaha Shri Raghavam Dasarathatmajam Aprameyam Sītāpatim Raghukulan Vayaratna Deepam Ajanubahumaravinda Dalayataksham Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami Shri Raghurama Charu Tulasi Daladhama Shamakshama Shringara Gunabhirama Vijagannuta Shaurya Ramalalama Durvaru Kabandha Rakshasa Virama Jagajjana Kalmasharnavottaraka Bhadragiri Dasharathi Karunapayonidhi Anjaneyamatipaṭalananam Kanchanadrikamaniya Vigraham Parijatatarumūlavasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Krutamastakāñjalim Bāshpavari Paripurnalochanam Marutim Namatarakshasantakam Buddhir Balam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvamarogata Ajadyam Vakpatutmancha Hanumatsmaranad Bhavet Pujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam. Namaskaraha. Jatana Panchangam, May 21st, 2022. Shubhakrannama Samvatsare, Uttarayane, Vasantarato, Vaishakhamase, Krishna Pakshe, Saptami Titihi till 5:29 p.m. Iravasaraha, Shravanam Nakshatram till 2:16 p.m. followed by Dhanishta Nakshatram. Brahma Yoga till 7:52 p.m. followed by Indra Yoga. Vishtikaranam till 4:25 p.m. followed by Bhavakaranam coinciding with Tithi till 27 means 3:29 a.m. sorry, followed by Balavakaranam. Devebhyaha Suprabhatam. Did anyone write anything? There are some interruptions in the sound. Is it better? Is my voice better?
Yes, Bhagaji, we can hear.
Okay. So last time we did till 70th sarga, where Dasaratha ji gladly accepted the proposal and asked Vasishtha on his behalf to talk the glory of their lineage. So Vasishtha then started narrating their lineage all the way starting from Avyakta Prabhavo Brahma. From Brahma onwards, he started listing the lineage of Dasaratha's Ikshvaku Vamsha. So there we ended. Let's continue now. I just asked if somebody joined later as an exercise, as an assignment, see if you can list all the names from the 70th sarga of the ancestors of Sri Rama. So we know, as listed by Vasishtha in the 70th sarga, because in another sarga there is a controversy or there is a conflict where not all those names are listed, a few of them are listed. So we'll take the 70th sarga as the authentic version, and let's know what is the number of Rama in their lineage. So take that as an assignment. If any one of you can post it later in the group, in the WhatsApp group, you can post. Okay, so let's continue. एकसप्ततितमः सर्गः
एकसप्ततितमः सर्गः
एवं ब्रुवाणं जनकः
एवं ब्रुवाणं जनकः
प्रत्युवाच कृताञ्जलिः
प्रत्युवाच कृताञ्जलिः
श्रोतुमर्हसि भद्रं ते
श्रोतुमर्हसि भद्रं ते
कुलं नः परिकीर्तितम्
कुलं नः परिकीर्तितम्
प्रदाने हि मुनिश्रेष्ठ
प्रदाने हि मुनिश्रेष्ठ
कुलं निरवशेषतः
कुलं निरवशेषतः
वक्तव्यं कुलजातेन
वक्तव्यं कुलजातेन
तन्निबोध महामते.
तन्निबोध महामते.
So after Vasishtha concluded his narration of the glory of the lineage of Dasharatha, now evam bruvanam, unto him who was talking so, Janaka pratyuvacha kritanjalihi. Janaka with in the kritanjali mudra, he has replied to him pratyuvacha. What did he say? Shrotumarhasi, you can also now listen to me, kindly listen to me. Bhadram te, thus to you. Kulam naha parikirtitam, you can also, may you also now listen to my lineage, to my kula, to my family lineage. Parikirtitam, which is also a glorious one. Very well, we have also great people in our lineage. So parikirtitam, very well reputed ancestry of ours. Also, may you kindly listen. Why? Pradhanehi munishrestha pradhane hi kulam niravasheshatah vaktavyam. Pradhanam we say, right? Pradhanam is kanyadanam or pradhanam. In prakrushta danam is pradhanam, a significant offering. When you are offering a significant one, like your daughter, in marriage, kulam niravasheshatah vaktavyam. Avasheshaha is remaining. Niravasheshaha, without any remainings, which means in entirety. Kulam, I have to tell my lineage in entirety, so that you can appreciate my daughter and accept. So, vaktavyam, kulajatena, especially one who is born in that lineage. So, which means by myself. In certain cases where, let us say, if the parent is not there, on his behalf, somebody born in the same lineage, so maybe his uncle, meaning his sibling, or his, uncles. So somebody born in the same lineage, kulajatena vaktavyam, ataha mahamate, hence, oh great soul, mahamate, tan nibodha, please pay attention and note down our greatness, our lineage also. Rajabhut trishu lokeshu.
Raja bhustrishu lokeshu
Vishruta svena karmana nimih paramadharmatma sarvasattvatam varaha. So he started saying, Trishu lokeshu vishrutaha, a very well-reputed person in all the three worlds. Raja abhut, there used to be a king, and he was Trishu lokeshu vishrutaha. He was very popular in all the three worlds. Svena karmana, by his own achievements, by his own deeds, by the kinds of activities that he has done, he was very popular in all the three worlds. Nimihi, by name, that king by name, Nimihi. Paramadharmatma, a very Paramadharmatma. Sarva Sattvavatam Varaha, Sattvavan, is one who is good of Sattva Guna. So that means not just Rajasic Guna. Sattva Guna is Sattvavan. Bahuvachanam Shashti, Sattvavatam, of such several Sattvavans, Sarva Sattvavana, of all the Sattvavans, he is one of the best. Varaha, best one. Such Nimi was there. Tasya putro Mithirnama.
तस्य पुत्रो मितिर्नाम
Janako Mithiputrakah.
जनको मितिपुत्रकः
Prathamo Janako Raja
प्रथमो जनको राजा
Janakad Apyudavasuhu.
जनकाद अत्युदात वसुः.
So of that Nimi, Tasya Putraha, of the son of that king Nimi, Tasya Putraha Mithihi Nama Janakaha. So Janakaha is the name of every descendant. So just like we say Raghava. Raghava means everyone. It can be Rama, it can be Dasharatha, it can be Laxmaṇa, it can be Aja, Dilipa. Anyone in the Raghu's dynasty is Raghava. So also in the Nimi's dynasty or in the Janaka's lineage, ancestry, everyone is called Janaka. So Tasya Putraha Mithihi. The son of Nimi was Mithi and called Janakaha. Mithiputrakaha. Prathamaha Janakaha Raja. So he is the first Janaka Raja for us after Nimi. So Janakaha, Prathamaha Janakaha Raja. Janakat api Udavasuhu. Of that first Mithi Janakaha, son was Udavasuhu. Udavasostu Dharmatma.
उदावसोस्तु धर्मात्मा
Jato vai Nandivardhanaha.
जातो वै नन्दिवर्धनः
Nandivardhasutas Shuraha.
नन्दिवर्धस्सुतः शूरः
Suketur Nama Namataha.
सुकेतुर्नाम नामतः.
So by default you be there, Lavanaji. If nobody immediately catches you, repeat so that we save time. Udavasostu Dharmatma Jataha Nandivardhanaha. So of the Dharmatma Udavasuhu, Nandivardhana was the king who was born, the son who was born of Udavasuhu. Nandivardhasutaha Shuraha Suketuhu Nama Namataha. So of the Nandivardhana, the son was Suketuhu. Suketorapi Dharmatma.
Suketurapi dharmatma.
Drishtaketu Sudharmikaha.
Drishtaketur sudharmikaha.
Drishtaketuscha Rajarshehe.
Dushtaketurscha rajarshehe.
Hayascha iti Vishwataha.
Hayascha
Sorry,
iti
Haryashva.
Haryashva iti vishrutaha.
So of the Suketu, I think I messed up. Sorry. From Suketu, I jumped to this line. Sorry, my bad. We'll repeat one more time. Suketorapi Dharmatma.
सुकेतोरपि धर्मात्मा
Devarato Mahabalaha.
देवरातो महाबलः
Devaratasya Rajarshehe.
देवरातस्य राजर्षेः
Bruhadratha iti Smritaha.
बृहद्रथ इति स्मृतः.
So of the Suketu, Dharmatma by name, Mahabalaha, Devarataha was born, who is a Mahabalaha. And of Devarata, who is a Rajarshi, Brihadrathaha, so Devarata's son was Brihadrathaha, iti Smritaha. Thus, it is known and recorded and remembered. Brihadrathasya Suro Bhut.
बृहद्रथस्य सूरो भूत
Mahavira Pratapavan.
महावीर प्रतापवान
Mahavirasya Dhrutiman.
महावीरस्य धृतिमान
Sudhrutihi Satya Vikramaha.
सुधृतिः सत्यविक्रमः.
Of Brihadrathasya Shuraha Mahaviraha Pratapavan Abhut. So Brihadrata had a son by name Mahavira, who is a Shura and a Pratapavan, very valorous person. Mahavirasya Dhritiman Sudhrutihi Satyavikramaha. Mahavira had another son by name Sudhrutihi, who was a Dhritiman. Dhritiman, just like we read the Dhritiman, Dyutiman, right, and qualities of Rama. So also this Sudhruti also had this adjective quality called Dhritiman. Dhritiman means very determined, one whose wealth is determination. That means if he takes up an act, he is determined, steadfast on it. And Satyavikramaha, also one who sticks to truth and reality, and that is his strength. Sudhruterapi dharmatma.
Sudhruterapi dharmatma.
Śṛtakīrti sudharmikaha.
Drishtaketuh sudharmikaha.
Śṛtakīrtoscha rajarshehe.
Drishtaketoscha rajarshehe.
Haryashva iti viśwāmitra.
Haryeshva iti viśwāmitra.
Good, we came back to your shloka where I left. So of this Sudhruti king, a dharmatma, Sudharmikaha, by name Drishtaketuhu. So here it is spelled as Dhrutihi, Sthitaha is Drishtaha, which means one who is established, sitting in determination, is Drishta. It's a Maha Prana. Drishta. And Ketuhu, that means that is his Dvaja. His Dvaja is established, being established in Dhriti, in determination. So Drishtaketuhu is his name. And of that Drishtaketu, who is a Rajarshi, Haryashva was born. Haryashva by name. Haryashvasya maruh putro.
Haryashvasya maruh putro.
Maroh putra pratindhakaha.
Maroh putra pratindhakaha.
Pratindhakasya dharmatma.
Pratindhakasya dharmatma.
Raja Kirtiratha Sutaha.
Raja Kirtiratha Sutaha.
So of Haryashva, son was Maruhu. And Maroho of Maruhu, the son, Maroho means Maru, apostrophe S. Maroho Putraha Pratindhakaha. Maru's son is Pratindhakaha. Pratindhakasya dharmatma Raja Kirtiratha Sutaha. Son of Pratindhaka was by name, a Raja by name, Kirtiratha. Putra Kirtiratasyapi.
Putra kirtiratasyapi.
Devamīḍha iti smrutaha.
Devamīḍha iti smrutaha.
Devamīḍhasya vibudhoh.
Devamīḍhasya vibudhoh.
Vibudhasya mahīdrakaha.
Vibudhasya mahindrakaha.
Mahīdrakaha, no un. Keval mahīdrakaha.
Mahidrakaha.
So of that Kirtiratha, Putraha Kirtiratasya api Devamīḍha iti smrutaha. So son of Kirtiratha was remembered as Devamīḍha. Idhe means worship. Devamīḍhe. So one, probably he was always in worship of Devamīḍha, worshipper of Deva. Probably that's why he is called Devamīḍha. Devamīḍhasya vibudhoh. So he was a Vibudha. Unlike the other Rajarshi, he was a Devamīḍha, by name itself Devamīḍha. So he was a Vibudha, Vishesha Buddha. That means always like Buddha, established in worship, tapas, puja, etc. or intellectual, devotional activity. So of that Vibhudasya, Mahīdrakaha, by name, a son by name, Mahīdrakaha was born. Mahīdraka Suto Raja.
Mahīdrakato Suto Raja.
Kirtirato Mahabalaha.
कीर्तिरातो महाबलः
कीर्तिरातस्य राजर्षेः
कीर्तिराजस्य राजर्षेः
महारोमा व्यजायत.
महारोमो वजायत.
So of that Mahīdraka, his son is named Kirtirata. Before, Pratindhakasya son was Kirtiratha. Here, Kirtirata. Kirtirata is one whose vratam means whose vratam is in Kirti is Kirtirata. So, which means probably he was always his mission has always been to keep up the glory and the fame of their lineage, probably. And so he was called Kirtirata. And he was a Mahabalaha. Mahīdraka's son by name Kirtirata, Mahabalaha. Kirtiratasya, who was a Rajarshihi. Right? He was always, his job was like a custodian, playing that, taking that responsibility. As we say, right? We have the responsibility. We are not a Karyavaha. We have the responsibility of Karyavaha. So also he is such Rajarshi who took that responsibility of keeping the name of their lineage. And his son by name Maharoma Vyajayata. His son was by name Maharoma. Maharomnastu dharmatma.
Maharomnastu dharmatma.
Swarnaroma Vyajayata.
Swarnaroma Vyajayata.
Swarnaromnastu Rajarshe.
Swarnaromnastu Rajarshe.
Hrasvaroma Vyajayata.
Hrasvaroma Vyajayata.
Somehow here onwards all the descendants were by name, suffix of Roma. First one of Kirtirata, the first son is Maharoma. Probably he had lot of Roma. Maybe he had lot of hairs, long hairs. So he was called Maharoma. Maharoman is the Nakara Padantam, of which Prathama Vibhakti becomes Maharoma. And so Shashti Vibhakti becomes Maharomnaha. Just like a Brahman will be called Brahma. Of Brahma becomes Brahmanaha. So also Maharomnaha means of Maharoma, first appears. Maharomnastu Dharmatma Swarnaroma Vyajayata. So probably he was golden haired. So he's called Swarnaroma. Swarnaroma Vyajayata. Swarnaromnastu Rajarshe. And he was a Rajarshi. This Swarnaroma was a Rajarshi. Of that Rajarshi Swarnaroma, Hrasvaroma Vyajayata. Short Roma. Hrasva. Hrasvaroma Vyajayata. We don't know how those names came. We don't know the stories. We're trying to interpret the name by literal meanings. With whatever little Sanskrit knowledge we have. So Hrasvaroma Vyajayata. Tasya putradvayam rajño.
Tasya putradvayam rajño.
Dharmajñasya mahatmanaha.
Dharmasya mahatmanaha.
Jyeshto ham anujo bhrata.
Jyeshto ham anujo bhrata.
Mama virah kuśadhwaja.
Mama virah kuśadhwaja.
Mam tu jyeshtam pitar. Okay, so we'll start there. So tasya putra. Tasya means who? Of Hrasvaroma. Of Hrasvaroma, putradvayam. Of the Raja, Dharmajña, Mahatma, Hrasvaroma. There were two sons. Putradvayam. Jyeshtaha aham. I am the elder one. Which means Janaka is saying, I am the elder one. Bhrata mama, my brother. Viraha kuśadhwaja. The other one is my brother, who is a Veera, who is a very valorous person, by name Kuśadhwaja. Mam tu jyeshtam pita rajye.
Mam tu jyeshtam pita rajye.
Sobhishitya pita mama.
Sobhishitya pita mamam.
Kuśadhvajam samaveshya.
Kuśadhvajam samaveshya.
Bharam mayi vanam gataha.
Bharam mayi vanam gataha.
So, Pita, Saha Pita means that father, who is Hrasvaroma, Mam Jeshtam Abhishichya, Abhishekam Kritva, means having incarnated me. Abhishekam, Abhishichya means Abhishekam Kritva is called Abhishichya. So, Mam Jeshtam Abhishichya, kuśadhwajam samaveshya, by meeting Kuśadhwaja properly or discussing with him properly, he has put me bharam mai. He has established that bharam, that burden, in me, and vanam gataha, and my father left for vanam. That means vanaprastham. He has went for vanaprastha. He has identified me as the king after discussion with my brother Kuśadhwaja, and he left for vanam. Vruddhe pitari swaryate.
Vruddhe pitari swaryate.
Dharmena dhuramavaham.
Dharmena dhuravamaham.
Dhuramavaham. Bhrataram
devasankasham.
Snehat pashyan kuśadhwajam.
Snehat pashyan kuśadhwajam.
Kasyachit tvata
kalasya
sankasyadatah purat.
Sankashad agatah purat.
Sudhanva
viryavan raja.
Mithilam
avarodhakaha.
Sachame preshayamasa. Shaivam dhanurannuttamam. Sītā ca kanya padmakshi. Mahyam vai diyatamiti. So, Vruddhe Pitari Swaryate, in that elderly father, after going for Vanaprastha, Swaryate means after going for Swargaloka, which means after he passed away. Dharmena dhuram avaham bhrataram devasankasham snehat pasyan kuśadhwajam. So I was continuing with dharmena, with dharma, dhuram avaham. My brother who is śṛtakīrti, which means extremely, with extreme dharma, which means with utmost dharma, I was looking after my brother devasankasham, one who glows like divine beings. Devasankasham sneha kuśadhwajam snehat pasyan, with friendly, I was looking after him friendly with utmost dharma after my father passed away. Kasyachit tu atha kalasya, after certain time, Sankashyat agatah purat, from Sankashi pura. That of that Pachami becomes Sankashyat agatah puraha. Sankashya was a city name. One person, one king, Viryavan Raja, by Sudhanva, by name Sudhanva, and also one who is very powerful in archery. Sudhanva, Mithilam Avarodhakaha, one of the terrorists, or called, what did it say? He was obstructing the Mithila city by threatening, by force, all of that. Why? Because Sachame Preshayamasa, he has sent a message for me, an order for me, a threat for me, saying two things. Shaivam Dhanurannuttamam, you have that Shiva Dhanus, right? And Sītā cha Kanya, Padmakshi, that Padmakshi, Sītā, Kanya, Mahyam Diyatam, give her to me. So this fellow called Sudhanva, very bullying, aggressive, invasive fellow, came over and blocked Mithila and sent me this threat saying, hey, give me both that Shivadhanus and Sītā. Otherwise, I'm going to trouble your city. Tasya pradanan maharshe.
Tasyat pradana maharshe.
Yuddhamasin maya saha.
Yuddhamasin maya saha.
Sahato vimukho raja.
Sahato vimukho raja.
Sudhanvatu mayarane.
Sudhanvatu mayarane.
Nihatyam tu munisreshta.
Nihatyam tu munishreshta.
Sudhanvanam naradhipam.
Sudhanvanam naradipam.
Sankashye bhrataram shuram.
Sankashye brataram shuram.
Abhishinchan kuśadhwajam.
Abhishinchan kuśadhwajam.
Kaniyan eshame bhrata.
Kaniyan yeshme brata.
Aham jeshto mahamune.
Aham jeshto mahamune.
Let's complete the last part. Dadami paramaprito.
Dadami paramaprito.
Vadvau te munipungava.
Vadvau te munipungava.
So, after that fellow sent the threat, tasya apradanat. Okay, I denied offering Sītā, I denied offering the Shivadhanusu. So it becomes apradana. Tasya apradhanat, because of my denial or my rejection of his threat or request. Harshe, Om Harshe, Vasishta, Yuddham asit maya saha. There was a big war with me. In that war, sa hataha vimukhaha raja Sudhanva maya rane. In that rana, that I sort of sent him out, and he was also killed in that war with me. And nihatya tu munisreshta, O munisreshta, nihatya tam Sudhanvanam naradhipam. After killing that king Sudhanva, Sankashya, because he came from Sankashya, right? So Sankashye bhrataram shuram kuśadhwajam abhishinchan. I have now that king of Sankashya is anyway not there. Somebody else has to be established as king. So I have done abhisheka for my brother Veera, who is a Shura, Kuśadhwaja, as the king there. Kaniyan, my younger brother. Kaniyan eshaha me bhrata. This younger brother of mine is that brother, Kuśadhwaja, who is now the king of Sankashi. Me bhrata. Aham jeshtaha mahamune. O Mahamuni, I am the elder one, he is my younger brother. Dadami paramapritaha. Now that Dasharatha has made the proposal asking for my daughters, and you have read the glory of your of Dasharatha's lineage, and so also I have now narrated it, my lineage, all the great people in my family, and so paramapritaha, very heartened, very heartily, I shall dadami vadvau, I shall give both of my daughters te munipungava. So I shall offer them to you all, to your family, munipungava. Sītāṃ Rāmāya bhadram te.
Sītāṃ Rāmāya bhadram te.
ūrmiļāṃ laxmaṇāya vai.
ūrmiļāṃ laxmaṇāya vai.
Vīryashulkāṃ mama sutāṃ.
Vīryashulkāṃ mama sutāṃ.
Sītāṃ surasutopamāṃ.
Sītāṃ surasutopamāṃ.
Dvitiyam ūrmiڵāṃ chaiva
Drutiyam ūrmiڵāṃ chaiva
trirvadāmi na samshayah.
trirvadāmi na samshayah.
Dadāmi paramaprīto
Dadāmi paramaprīto
vadbhaute munipungava.
vadbhaute munipungava.
So he's saying, sītāṃ rāmāya bhadramte, all the best to you, or the best to you. Sītāṃ rāmāya, I shall give Sītā to Rama. Ūrmiڵāṃ laxmaṇāya vai, and Ūrmiļā to Laxmana I shall offer. And again I am reminding you, Viryashulkam mama sutam Sītāṃ sura sutopamam. So I am offering my daughter Sītā, who is not an ordinary girl, okay? She is such a great girl, who is Viryashulka. I had, she's an Ayonija, so I had a Viryashulka for her. What do we say? I'm not able to find the right word, but it is like saying, I have a tag on her that you have to, if you have to claim her, you have to break this or set up this Shivadhanus. So much of valor you should have. So such Viryashulka mama sutta sura sutopamam. Upama means simile. In simile, that means she is similar to Sura Sutta, divine daughter, Deva's, Sura's daughter. Such a divine lady she is. And also Dvitiyam ūrmiڵāṃ chaiva. The second one, my ūrmiļā also, I shall offer to Laxmana. So he is qualifying these two. These are not just ordinary girls. I am giving great one to your great Rama and Laxmana accordingly. Trirvadāmi, I am saying 3 times. Na samshayah. So we also have this 3 times. If you say, it becomes satyam. Unfortunately, in a foolish way, Muslims also use that. Kubul, 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 or talak, talak, talak. Right? But it's an ancient practice of, if you say anything 3 times, typically it is taken as truth or final, confirmed. So trirvadāmi na samshayah. I'm saying it 3 times. Dadāmi, dadāmi, dadāmi. That means I've made my proposal. No more taking back. Dadāmi paramaprīto vadbhaute munipungava. The same thing, same sentence he's again saying. With all very heartily, I shall offer my 2 daughters to you, O Munipungava. Rama Laxmanayor Raja. Rama Laxmanayor Rajan.
Rama Laxmanayor Rajan.
Godanam Karayasvaha.
Godanam Karayasvaha.
Pitrukaryam cha bhadramte.
Pitrukaryam cha bhadramte.
Tato vaivahikam kuru.
Tato vaivahikam kuru.
Maghāhyadhya mahabaho.
Madashadya mahabaho.
Magha nakshatram. Maghāhyadhya mahabaho.
Maghāhyadhya mahabaho.
Tritiya devase prabho.
Tritiya divase prabho.
Falgunyam uttare rajan.
Falgunyam uttare rajan.
Tasmin vaivahikam kuru.
Tasmin vaivahikam kuru.
Rama Laxmanayor arthe.
Rama Laxmanayor arthe.
Danam karyam sukhodayam.
Danam karyam sukhodayam.
So he is continuing after saying that I'm Trirvadāmi. I've now made the promise. So he's saying Rama Laxmana. Now what next? What are the activities to do? Rama Laxmanayoho Rajan. So he's now addressing Dasharatha. He's saying Rajan, Rama Laxmanayoho Godanam Karayasva. Have them do the Godana. Have them perform Godana. O Raja, have Rama and Lakshmana perform Godana. And Pitrukaryam cha. And also have Pitrukarya. Have them do Pitrukaryam. Which means today's marriage day proposal. And I felt very, very glad when I was preparing this last week, which was immediately after the marriage. I felt very, very delighted because we also did exactly the same way. those events also. So he's saying Pitrukaryam. Pitrukaryam, normally today we say, Ankurarpana and, Śṛṭhakaryam, which means we say Nandi. We say Nandi Homa and Ankurarpana. Nandi Homam is where it is Shraddha Homam or Pitrukaryam, which means you invoke all the ancestors, all the Pitrudevatas of both Pitrudeva Gana and your Pitrudevatas and seek their blessings, and also promise them that with this Kanyadanam you shall be, if you read the Mahasankalpa, when I was hearing during the marriage, and I was delighted to understand every syllable of that Sankalpa. But it says, Tila. So if you take Tila seeds, sesame seeds, and keep them attached one to one, and start arranging like that till Svargaloka. Whatever time it takes, so long, Dasha Purvesham, Dasha Paresham, Niratishayanandena Svargalokam, they will stay there. That is the phalam of the Kanyadanam, as read in the Mahasankalpa there. So also here he is saying, do the Pitrukarya, so that you invoke them and make this promise that, okay, we are doing this Vivaham, so that all the ancestors will be delighted with Niratishayananda, uninterrupted Ananda. For how long? For as long as the time it takes to arrange sesame seeds in line from here till the Svargaloka, to wherever they are. So much phalam we are giving with Kanyadanam and all. So he's saying, so what are the activities here? First was the proposal. Then he said Godanam. Then Pitrukaryam. And he's saying Magha Adya. So that day when this was happening, today is Magha Nakshatram. Tritiya Devase, on the third day. So today is Magha, then second day and the third day. Tritiya Devase Prabho Phalgunyam, in the Phalguni, Uttara Phalguni Nakshatram. Magha, Purva Phalguni, Uttara Phalguni. So on the third day, which is the Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra, Rajan Vaivahikam Kuru, Tasmin, in that day, perform the marriage. And Rama Laxmaṇa Yorarthe, Danam Karyam Sukhodayam. I have to offer my daughters to them so that they have very Sukha Udaya, a rise, a new beginning in their life of happiness, happy life. So the gladness is, one, we also could do the same way, and coinciding somehow unplanned, but it coincided in such a way that, even during my daughter's marriage, this sarga I have read myself in preparation, of course, last week, but very delighted that our culture of marriage, unbroken, continuum. Since Rama's time, it is the same achara, same paddhati. So I was very, very delighted that, wow, Dhanya Havayam, Punya Havayam. The Hindus are great. In spite of so many, so much of invasions and torture, terror, all of that, we have been continuing it. And that is possible only because of the tapas of all such great people since then till now, and going to continue also. So to all such great tapasvis, to all such great rishis, Mahapurushas, who gave their lives in ensuring that our dharma continues through millennia of years and eras and ages. We are all indebted to them. And at least for that sake, let us continue to study Ramayanam, which is the first kavya. And then, if we have time, we can also study Mahabharatam like this in detail. Ityarshe.
इत्यार्षे
श्रीमद् रामायणे
श्रीमद् रामायणे
वाल्मीकीये
वाल्मीकि
आदिकाव्ये
आदिकाव्ये
बालकाण्डे
बालकाण्डे
एकसप्ततितमः सर्गः
एकसप्ततितमः सर्गः
Any questions, comments, anything that you want to add here? We have 18 more minutes. I wanted to get into the next sarga also, because another interesting thing happens. Anyone has anything to say?
Bhogaji. Yeah.
Ah,
Actually, you said Rama is 64 or 68th family member of Dasharatha.
yes, yes. Count them. I have not. I was trying to count, but count them from the 70th sarga.
Yeah. Actually, I thought Raghukula is so great, right? Why Rama is born to Dasharatha? Right. What are the specialities of Dasharatha to be father to Narayana? I thought in some of the day. And yeah, all the Raghukula is great. Why Rama is so great than them? Then I thought each Raghukula sons having only one great quality. In Raghu, or yeah, he did dana or something, right? But Rama is all the qualities imbibed in him. So I got that
Yes.
thought. Yeah.
Correct. Very correct. So why is Rama born to Dasharatha? Only two things. One, when you cannot explain, you say Dasharatha's punyam.
Uh-huh.
And also it is the timing. So see, normally, if we see all what the lesson that we learn from Vishnu avatars especially, is that divinity, one of the divine qualities, patience. So Vishnu is always patient. Mahavishnu, you see, is always smiling. Mitamandahasaha, always, even in that, in fact, there is a great sloka composed by one of our Telugu, but Sanskrit Avadhani, in one of the Avadhanams. So he says, when he went to Puri Jagannatha, he saw Jagannatha, who is a wooden statue there, right? Daru Bhutaha, they say, which means one who became wooden. When you become wood means you have no feelings. You're like distressed or what is this? So for that, so the question asked was, why did Vishnu, such a great Vishnu, become Daru? Daru means wood. So for that he is trying to explain, saying, Eka Bharya Prakriti Rachala. So he has one wife who is Prakriti, and Achala means no moving. She's always still, no movement. Eka Bharya Prakriti Achala. Prakriti means Bhumi. So one wife is Bhudevi, who is Achala, never moves. Hey, let's go out somewhere. No, I'm always home. So he's trying to, a poet, right? So he's trying to explain it in a little funny way. But he explains the point there. But I'll take it because I'll take some time to explain it, even though you may think, hey, what is the relevance here? Only to take one word out of it. But let me tell the whole thing so that we understand how our poets and all, Avadhanam and all also takes place. Eka Bharya Prakriti Rachala, Dvitiya Chanchala. And the second one is Chanchala. She is never in one place. She keeps moving. Always on the move. Always camping, touring. Oh, I have another assignment. I'm traveling tomorrow. I'm traveling next week. I'm traveling the other week. Oh, this project is over. I have to move to the other project. You know, we have persons like that, right, working. So also the second wife of Vishnu is a Chanchala, who is Mahalakshmi. Lakshmi is called Chanchala because she keeps moving. She's wealth. She keeps transferring from one person to another person. Right? So wealth keeps moving. Wealth is never in one place. It keeps moving. So Dvitiya Chanchala. All right. Both he has two wives, but he is not able to enjoy with either of them. There's one, if he asks her to come out to a party, let's go out somewhere. Let's go to, maybe whichever, let's go to that movie. No, she doesn't come. Let's go for dinner. She doesn't come. The other one, hey, let's go tomorrow. No, I'm on that project. I'm traveling to New York. I'm traveling to Sydney. I'm traveling to wherever. So both wives are inaccessible, unreachable to him. Then he says, okay, what about his son? Son Anangaha. He is formless, no body, no shape. Manmatha was burnt by Shiva. So since then, but he was enlivened by Parvati's blessing. At least he doesn't have shape. He is living, but he doesn't have a body or a shape. So Anangaha, no anga, no body parts, no physical form for him. And he's always also on the move, always disturbing people. He's a very disturbing fellow, notorious fellow, always disturbing. And so somebody or the other gets problem with him of getting carried away in romance, lust, etc. So wives are problematic. Son is also problematic. All right, let me go to my home. My home is the thing. What is his home? Udadhihi, ocean, milky ocean. It's not a firm, nice, cemented marble, or all this tiled, carpeted hardwood. It's not such floor for him. It's always a liquidy floor, floating, liquid water there. That is his house. Okay. All right. Even if it is that liquid, whatever thing, I don't have hardwood. I don't have always flooded home. His home is, his flooring is not flooded, hardwood or anything, always flooded with milky ocean. Okay, I can't stand there, I'll be wetted there. So let me sit on some bed, or so let me sleep on the bed. And his bed is what? Pannagashayi. His bed also is not a memory foam bed, or that 24-inch bed mattress on a double spring box. No, not like that. It's a Seshashayi. So that means that serpent head thing, right? And is that serpent, and what is the hood on it? What is his headboard? We have the headboard, right? Grand headboard on the wall. What is his headboard? Is this, multiple hooded serpent, Sesha. And is it quiet? It's always hissing. He might be wanting to sleep, and then this thing is hissing. Oh, he wakes up. So then, with all these problems, neither reachable. He has two wives, but neither of them is there to keep him happy. He has a son who's a very smart, handsome, young, beautiful guy, but first of all, he's never visible and always troublemaker for everyone. And home is always flooded with milk. And bed is not a memory foam, is a very shaky and little awkward serpent thing. And sleep also is always disturbed with the Sesha thing. And so with all these thinking of smaram darubhuto bhavat jagannatha, he says, remembering it over and over, what life is this, what life is this, what life is this. He became, emotionless, no feelings, hard like rock or hard like wood, says the Kavi. But the point I wanted to take from here about Vishnu is that the patience, in spite of all these, is always happy and pleasant. Such is Vishnu. So the lesson to be learned from there, I was saying, of the avatars, is that divinity is about patience. So even though he knows so many things are happening in the world, he doesn't worry. For two reasons. So how is it explained by our Vedantas, by our Puranas, our Acharyas? They say, hey, and hence this is drama. He knows it, He's not responding, he's not reacting. Means what? It is his own drama. He is directing this drama, and so let things happen. We don't have to worry. Is how our acharyas explain it. So, the timing also. No? So now, however, he still reacts. He takes avatara, he takes a form, he finds a solution of all the conditions and constraints of no death sought by these Rakshasas. In spite of that, he finds a loophole and finds a solution and takes a form which can address that loophole and break those Rakshasas. But he doesn't do it by himself. For him, everything is fine. Everything is his own creation, so he's happy. But only when devas, only when sadhus, rishis, good people go and do tapas and seek his blessings, only then does he look for a solution and solve it. Right? So also it is about timing. So why was he born for Dasharatha only and not Raghu, was your question. I took so much of digression of some fun but a lesson from it is that then only finally all the gods came during Dasharatha's yajna, as we remember, right, in the 5th sarga, not in the 5th sarga, in the 12th sarga, where all the gods and all they come and they all discuss, they seek Vishnu, they all seek Brahma, and Brahma says, let's go ask Vishnu, and they all say, hey, come on, now we are fed up of this Ravana, he's not letting us do our jobs, we are jobless, we are neither laid off nor we are on the bench, kind of a thing, right? So very, very disheartening and no fun. So kindly come and help us. Then he takes the form as Rama. And so also even during Krishna's time, only when gods, all of them go and pray, then only he takes the avatar as Krishna, and so on. So I don't know if I answered Lavanya for your question.
Dhanyavad Bhogaji. Nice explanation. Yeah, it shows Kavi Kalpana. It's boundaryless, right? That makes people to read again and again. Actually, I thought, why so many literature, so many books on same Ramayana, Mahabharata? It's imagination of each person and experience connection with the God. That makes nice to read it, different reviews, and yeah. Thank you for explaining one thing by Daru Narayana.
Darubhutah Jagannatha.
Darubhutah Jagannatha.
Okay, let's continue here because it will at least few shlokas let us read, because it's a beautiful. The mission of Viśwāmitra is in a way established or is uncovered or unfolded here. Atha dvisaptati tamas sargah.
Atha dvisaptati tamas sargah.
Samuktavantam vaideham.
Tamuttavantam vaideham.
Viśwāmitro mahamunihi.
Viśwāmitro mahamunihi.
Uvacha vachanam veeram.
Uvacha vachanam veeram.
Vasishtha sahito nrupam.
Vasishtha sahito nrupam.
So after Janaka and Viśwāmitra and Dasharatha, they conversed and exchanged their information and made the promises. Tam vaideham, uktavantam vaideham, veeram. So to that Vaideha, who is Janaka, unto him, Mahamunihi Viśwāmitra, veeram vachanam uvacha. Viśwāmitra got up and said another great statement or made a great proposal. Vasishtha sahitaha nrupam, along with Vasishtha. So he sort of looked at Vasishtha and, he got his eye contact, and along with, so in a way got his approval also of whatever Viśwāmitra is going to now talk. Achinthyana prameyani.
Achintyanya prameyani.
Kulani narapungava.
Kulani narapungava.
Ikshvakunam videhanam.
Ikshvakunam videhanam.
Naisham tulyosti kaschana.
Naisham tulyosti kaschana.
Sadrusho dharma sambandha.
Sadrusho dharma sambandha.
Sadrusho rupa sampada.
Sadrusho rupa sampada.
Rama laxmaṇayo rajan.
Rama laxmaṇayo rajan.
Sītā chormiḻaya saha.
Sītā chormiḻaya saha.
Vaktavyam cha narasreshtha.
Vaktavyam cha narasreshtha.
Śrūyatāṃ vachanam mama.
Śrūyatāṃ vachanam mama.
So that's how he opened his speech. What did he say? Achintyani, aprameyani, kulani, narapungava, ikshvakunam, videhanam, naisham tulyaha asti kaschana. So he started with a great praise, a great encouraging statement to both Dasaratha and Janaka. He said, Achintyani kulani, unthinkable. Your lineages are unthinkable. Kulani, your families cannot be analyzed or interpreted by, it is beyond interpretations and analysis. Great families. Aprameyani, with immeasurable also. There is no way you can measure by any qualities or quantity or any way. Kulani narapungava, O king, your families are beyond analysis, beyond thought, beyond measurement, or beyond interpretation. Ikshvakunam, videhanam, both of Ikshvaku Kula and Videhana, Vaideha Kula also. Naisham tulyaha, there is no equivalent. There is no way to measure an equivalent to it, kaschana. And so, sadrusho dharma sambandha, sadrusho rupa sampada. See, both of you are lookalikes or alike. Dharma sambandha sadrushaha. In dharma relationships also, both of you are alike. Rupa sampada, in the wealth and form, beauty also, you are, both families are deserve each other, made for each other. And Rama Laxmaṇayoho Rajan Sītā cha ūrmiḻaya saha. Rama, for Rama and Laxmana, with Sītā and Ūrmiḻā, this relationship is the best in dharma, the best in beauty, the best in their transactions or their activities. So it is the best, of course. And Vaktavyam cha narasreshtha śrūyatāṃ vachanam mama. Of course, in addition, and I have to say something else also. And so please, may you listen, may you pay some attention to me. Bharata yaviyam dharmagya.
Bharata yadiyam dharmagnya.
Esha raja kuśadhwaja.
Esha raja kuśadhwaja.
Asya dharmatmano rajan.
Asya dharmatmano rajan.
Rūpena pratimam bhuvi.
Rūpena pratimam bhuvi.
Sūtādvayam narasreshtha.
Sūtādvayam narasreshtha.
Patnyartham varayamahe.
Patnyartham varayamahe.
Bharatasya kumarasya.
Bharatasya kumarasya.
śatṛghnaśya ca dhīmatah.
śatṛghnaśya ca dhīmatah.
Varaye te sute rajan.
Varaye te sute rajan.
Tayorarthe mahatmanoh.
Tayorarthe mahatmanoh.
So, Now you understand the purpose, the mission of Viśwāmitra. In a way, Viśwāmitra, though he started there, his idea of completing his mission is to perform marriages, to unite Rama, and to bring Rama and Sītā together, laxmaṇa and ūrmiḷā. And also he thought, hey, that much was proposed by Janaka. But Viśwāmitra thought, hey, what about Bharata and laxmaṇa? Bharata and śatṛghna. Anyway, kuśadhwaja has 2 daughters. Hey, let's bring them also together. So he is proposing that. Bhrata yaviyan dharmajnaha. The younger brother is a dharmajna. Yeshaha Raja kuśadhwaja. This king of the kuśadhwaja is also a dharmajna. And asya dharmatmanaha Rajan, O Rajan Dasharatha, of this kuśadhwaja Raja, who is a dharmatma, Rupena apratimam bhuvi. Again, uncomparable or uncomparable, yeah. Uncomparable or no, not to find a second, none to second or something like that, right? They say, no second. So, bhuvi, in the entire earth, you have such beautiful, nobody, you will not find another beautiful. Sūtā there are 2 other beautiful daughters. You cannot find such on this entire earth. Narashrestha, patnyartham varayamahe. Let's take them, let's seek them to offer them as, patnis. For who? Bharatasya kumarasya, for our son Bharata, and śatṛghna, dhimataha, dhiman śatṛghna also, for them. Varaye te sute Rajan, and now he is addressing Janaka. So Rajan, we are seeking your 2 daughters. Meaning kuśadhwaja, we are seeking your 2 daughters. Patnyarthe, tayorarthe mahatmanaha. Of these 2 mahatmas, Bharata and śatṛghna, who are mahatmas, who are dhiman and kumaras, very young bachelors. Patnyarthe, for their wives, we are seeking your 2 daughters also. Right? He is proposed to Dasharatha saying, those are the most beautiful daughters, Dasharatha, you should not miss them. And to kuśadhwaja, he is saying, hey, these 2 are dharmatmas, you should not miss them. Offer your daughters to them. And I am proposing, right? Says Viśwāmitra. Putra Dasharathasye. I think we'll start there. Rūpayavvanashālinah.
Rūpayavvanashālinah.
Lokapala samās sarve.
Lokapala samās sarve.
Devatulya parakramaha.
Devatulya parakramaha.
Ubhayorapi Rajendra.
Ubhayorapi Rajendra.
Sambandhenānu badhyatam.
Sambandhenānu badhyatam.
Ikshvakukulam avyagram.
Ikshvakukulam avyagram.
Bhavatah punyakarmanaha. Bhavatah punyakarmanaha.
Bhavatah punyakarmanaha.
So he is now addressing both the kings and saying, Putraha Dasharathasya ine, the sons of Dasharatha, Rupa Yavvana Shalinaha. They are in beauty, in age, most handsome guys. Lokapala Samaha, they are like Lokapalas. We have Pancha Lokapalakas in every puja, if you know. There are Ashtadikpalakaha, Pancha Lokapalakaha, Navagrahaha. We invite all of them and we do puja. The best example being Satyanarayana Vrata Puja. But typically in any puja, they are all invited and offer and worship. So these sons are like Lokapalaha, such grand looking, great in quality or great in their abilities. Devatulya parakramaha, also in their strength of valor. They are equivalent to devas, gods. Ubhayorapi, Rajendra, for both of you, Dasharatha and Janaka, Sambandhena anubadhyatam, or Rajendra, for both of them, in fact, Ubhaya here can be both for Bharata and śatṛghna, or for both of you. sambandhena anubadhyatam. May you bind these two together with the relationship sambandhena, so that ikshvakukulam avyagram bhavatah punya karmanaha. Of you, who is a punya karma, your ikshvakukula will become avyagram. Ikshvakukula will be normally what happens, so one son has got a great daughter-in-law, but for the other son, maybe sometimes it so happens that you get another, ordinary family or something like that. So unlike welcoming any such troubles of comparisons and bringing any inequality or such allegations, so that your ikshvakukula is perfect, is devoid of such allegations or such comparisons, take up this my proposal and take these two girls of kuśadhwaja also and offer them to Bharata and śatṛghna, so that your ikshvakukula is complete and devoid of any such allegations. We'll continue from the 9th shloka next week. Anyone else has anything to say? I'll stop recording here.